So for folks out there, of course, who may not have the finances, and for those who do have the finances, we've seen gun purchasing skyrocket, as well as bullets. Like the prices, and they've gone through the roof. So it leads me to believe that we need to take this stuff more serious and possibly ask the question: is firearms in the home and on the person absolutely necessary? Isaiah, start us off.
In my opinion, the answer is a resounding no. It absolutely is not. I feel that what we need to be doing, other than pushing guns and people to purchase guns, is educating folks. And as a martial artist, I take this stance, and make no mistake about it. Probably 90% of my martial art friends, they carry guns and they have guns in their home, and they're big supporters of it. You know what I mean? So it isn't like, well, I know karate or I know martial arts, so I don't need one. Because in what everybody loves to say when they find out that you train martial arts, ain't no martial arts gonna stop a bullet. I get that, but that's the problem though. When that's our go-to, when that's the type of things that we're talking about, it changes things. I have a saying, and I stand by this saying, and it's when you have a gun, you have to make gun decisions. You don't have gun problems and gun decisions. Period. All right. So what that means is that a situation that I can very easily walk away from under normal circumstances, when I have a gun on, now I have a gun decision. Did this escalate to a point to where I need to pull this thing on this person? Well, if I didn't have a gun, I would have to actually be innovative. I would have to think about stuff. I would have to find another way to resolve it, because I don't have that decision, because I don't have a gun on me. You know what I mean? And I've been from the hood. I'm from the hood. I've been in a lot of stuff over the years. You guys know that. We grew up together. But the bottom line is that there's never a situation that has happened where I was like, I wish I had some heat on me so I can deal with this. I'm still alive. I'm talking to you today. I obviously figured it out. But how many of these individuals, there could have been another level. There could have been something else that could have been done. And they pull that gun, because we all know once I pull that gun, now I have another decision to make. All right, do I use that gun? Now you pull the gun on me, and I'm gonna tell you what, if you pull a gun on me, that's something I'm never gonna forget. I'm never gonna let you live down. And it's almost like you fired it at me, because the fact that you were pulling on me to begin with is issue in itself. So now the next decision is, am I a killer? Do I understand what that means to shoot a person and then watch life fall from their body? Do I really get that? When they sell these guns to these people, these kids, these women, even guys, they're not thinking about this. They feel like that the gun itself wields a level of power that is good enough to be able to get them out of any situation. Guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna pull a gun on somebody because we got into an argument that escalated, in a parking lot of a gas station or something. I'm gonna forget about that. I'm gonna forget about that shit. Guess what? I'm gonna forget about it. But guess what? 2 years from now, I didn't shoot the guy to pull the gun on me. Put the gun back, show I'm tough. 2 years from now, I'm walking through the mall with my family, right? And this guy's walking through the mall. I don't remember him. That was a fleeting moment in time. But he remembers it because I pulled the gun on him. That was significant. I go out in the parking lot. He rolled up on me. Hey, bro, remember me? Bam. Now he shoots me because I pulled the gun on this dude. And I didn't.
As he should, because there's rules to this shit. You don't pull guns if you ain't going to use them. But
right. So we need to educate people. And that's a big part of what my seminars are when I have self-defense seminars is helping people notice red flags and things like that. Now I get it. If somebody kick your back door in, they coming in to rob, steal, and kill, you like to still have a gun present to be able to defend yourself. But guess what? Sometimes these assailants, they don't have guns themselves. And because the people who purchase guns that believe that will get them out of every situation, they get those guns, they've armed the bad guy now. Those guns now become their guns because that person is willing to kill. That person, they're like, well, I'm a killer. So ain't what you ain't one. So you're not about to shoot me. Now I have a gun that I didn't have before, and now it's a weapon I can use against you. Long story short, we need to arm people with knowledge. Encouraging them to buy guns and flood the streets and homes with more guns. How can this be helpful to be able to get our world back to a sense of peace and normalcy? It absolutely cannot.